Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grinning Gargoyles, Grinning Gargoyles Greyhawk campaign. We are starting on time for a change. Well, a little bit late, 1 minute late. This was. I am as usual, joined by my players: Alan, Mickey, Byron, Richard, Peter, and Neville. And I am DM Gordon, and also known as DM Dalmeth. And we're going to get straight into it. One little thing that I did make a note of that I want to just mention, that I forgot to mention in the summary of the previous game, was that, shut up about the ums, Mickey, I heard that. I heard your thoughts. Was that towards the end of the evening, while they were busy getting solidly hammered, there was a certain young noblewoman walking around with an escort or two footmen, just around the market square, a little bit casually, and it is somebody that Siren, also known as Katerina, our little tabaxi bard, recognized for a fleeting moment.
I didn't see her.
You didn't see her? Really?
I did.
No, I'm too drunk.
I forgot. See, this is
I
what
can
happens.
try again.
When we miss a week, I forget some details.
I was too inebriated.
But I'm pretty sure at a point, if Siren wasn't still on the floor, I would have gone like, why was she looking at you?
Who? Just turn my head. Just turn my head toward it. Like, pick me up by the scruff and just turn me.
Just like take a hand either side of her head and point her directly at the woman.
And if we do that, I'm just gonna like, and my hair will just puff out. Like, I don't know her.
Then there was something else I wanted to say. Now I've completely blanked out again. Oh, I wanted to ask: is somebody watching? Is the stream sound quality all right? Are we cutting out?
Your voice sounds fine.
My voice sounds fine. Everybody else's voice sucks. Great. That's the way we like it.
As long as you can hear us, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Neville said something about you guys, I'm not included. I'm a god. I'm everywhere. But I don't sleep. That you guys basically stopped with the partying, went off to bed.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
after I puff out.
The sun rises the next morning. It's a beautiful morning. You hear the sounds of the market and everything starting to pick up again. And you wake up with... Well, some of you wake up with raging headaches. Most of you are fairly all right.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you are in the company of others as well.
Inside the company of others.
Inside, aside, astride, however you want to describe it.
What?
And the day is yours. What would you like to do?
I have to go fetch my leather boots and my fur coat.
That's going to take a little while to put together. Okay. It's not like a one-day job. But
well, fuck! Why did it take so long?
We were partying.
I'm gonna wake up and take
South Africa.
Go down like into the, because I assume. Oh yeah, I did go back to the temple after giving a whole bunch of urchins cash.
You did. Oh yes, you did. That's right. I kind of forgot about that.
I think I took about 10 gold out of my thing for it.
I remember.
Very generous.
Waking up in the morning, I'm gonna go and like, I'm not that hungover that I'll use a holy fountain, but I would have been close to doing it. They would have just got a proper jug of water and chugged it.
Well, you do happen to walk past with this brand new shrine,
just overnight.
Whoosh.
Well, it's appeared in the last few days. Along the docks, but so you just
hungover me is very tempted just to lie down in the water.
Hey, why not? If not, why not?
Fun.
You are welcome to do so. But I mean, you basically, as you guys wake up and that you are spread spread around. Beiro was in the glade of Obadai, if I remember correctly. Carolus, I assume you would go back to your monastery.
Yes.
Cyan, where the hell would you have crashed?
I would have followed Corellis back to his monastery.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you can sleep next to the statue.
Next to
The
the
monument.
He can
Next to
sleep
the
next
monument.
To the parrot.
monument.
Parrot is dead.
At some other point, I will be uploading
Better.
those maps and things so that everybody can have a look. But I mean, they are available on our YouTube channel if you guys want to see how we made the maps for some of these places. I still need to sit down with you, Byron, to make the dark area and your shrine area and the market area, basically. At some other point, we can have a look at doing that now that the internet is working again. And I need to sit with Neville. Neville had an idea of, instead of making the Glade of Obed High, to rather make the keep in Brill. Earl, not Brill.
Braille, what?
Isn't Brill from The Lord of the
The keep.
Rings?
I don't
It's
know.
actually
I
just
don't
stones on the ground that are braille for giants.
Yeah, Brill is.
Yeah.
Is there-
Okay, good. So that's where it came from. Sorry, folks. I occasionally have word salad and the mind reaches for the wrong thing. But basically to do that, keep with the... Whose microphone is going...
I think silent.
Don't you dare blame me.
We blame
I
you
can
for
watch
lying
you.
on the couch.
I was
Yeah,
seriously
don't be
picking that up.
jealous.
Quiet.
Just cleaning my phone as well. That's why.
Who's the
Done now.
closest to Siren?
I don't know.
Who wants to be the closest to me?
Where are you?
I'm
You have to
at
ask.
the empty net.
I actually don't know how close. No, my temple's a bit out of town now.
I'll
Well,
find the closest person.
edge of town.
They hung over, obviously.
Well, the
I think
closest
Simon's the
person...
closest to you.
Yeah. No... Cyan and Carodus would be the closest. At the monastery. Yeah.
I'm
I like
crashing
hold my
monastery.
head and be like, I drank too much. I also
Well,
had
but-
this weird dream.
Oh, hey, you're looking great. Fur's a little matted, but great all round.
Here's a brush.
It's like there's little bits of food in her fur still. There's some sort of stain.
Here, you like charity work. Here's a brush. Start brushing my hair.
Tell you what, come over here. I'm gonna just like bring over to a small bowl of holy water and just like kind of dip
And I'm
the
just-
brush in that.
It burns. I'm fine. I'm actually fine. No, I
Yeah,
like water.
I'll use the holy water and the brush and kind of like poke, kind of pull at the matted areas.
How nice. I dreamt about. I saw someone I knew last night.
Oh, was
That's
it
a good
dream?
segue.
It was not. I don't know.
Well, how did you feel when you woke up?
Hungover.
Oh, okay. Not
I
bad.
also coughed up a hairball, but we don't talk about that. Sorry, crap. Yeah, whatever.
Like Crab is busy sweeping there in the tavern and finds this mess and doesn't know quite what to do with it. So he's just like
grow legs and run away.
No, he just keeps on sweeping until he sweeps it straight into the harbor, into the bay.
Say, Siren, this person you dreamt about, why was it a bad dream?
I don't know.
Oh, you
I
said-
just felt bad, just bad vibes.
Oh, do
Yeah.
you know them?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do something to this person?
You need to be more specific. I do things to a lot of people.
Huh. Corellis! I'm gonna just start shouting for Corellis. to come up.
Dwarf, where are you? He's not like drunk at all, hungover at all. Lucky.
I rolled a 1.
Oh yeah, you got slaughtered at the end.
Yes.
Okay, so quiet.
No, not quiet. You hear Corellis. You just
Yeah,
hear
I'm
these
insane.
snores and snores.
Oh,
And I'm gonna start yelling at the kids.
Oh, Cyan, we can play a trick on him.
I don't know. He's my host. I wouldn't want to get kicked out.
Fine, you're no
Did I
fun.
really host him, or did he just pass out next to the stage?
He just followed you.
He's my host.
You know,
Fine.
technically, the monastery does have an extra like little room, but
And
Yeah, it's like
willing or
an
not,
escort.
he was the host.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I'm probably awake by now, even though I'm the one.
yeah, you could be
Hello.
awake if you wanted. So, gonna be. I think that you guys would probably be waking up fairly late-ish in the morning, say 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, recovering from your exploits of the evening before.
No.
Hmm.
I'm hungry. Who wants to go eat?
Oh, wait. This person, are they
Yeah.
going to be a problem? This person you saw yesterday?
I don't think so. What do you mean it's yesterday? It was a dream.
I thought you said you had a dream about someone you saw.
Yeah, I had a dream last night that I
Oh.
saw someone I know.
Oh. Okay,
That's
well,
confusing.
It
dreams
sounds
happen.
like some deep philosophy.
Yeah, let's go get something to eat. How about we go
Oh.
to the where do you stay? The fisherman's net, the
Empty
fish
net.
net, the empty net. That's it. Let's go get some
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Crab wouldn't mind.
Yeah, Creb has a couple of
How?
Bloody Marys waiting for you.
Oh hell yeah!
I'd probably
So I
also
don't-
make my way down there.
I'll meditate on it.
Actually, actual Mary's covered. Yeah, we'll go eat breakfast.
I just need to circle back to Beiro for a second. Beiro, you were in the Grove after performing a little bit of larceny.
No, it's just a night's stroll.
Mm-hmm. With some side acquisitions.
Well, no, not really any acquisitions.
Are you planning on doing anything with that?
Well, I'm sleeping if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, this is the next morning.
At the next morning. Well, have we all met up?
That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
I'm good.
I would take my time.
All
We
right.
stroll into town and look for Xerxes.
Look for Xerxes. Whilst looking for Xerxes, you see Captain Zendros looking a little bit disheveled and walking very brusquely down the street towards you. And she just looks at you and she says, "Good morning, furry one. I will see you later. Yes, bye." And she just keeps on walking on.
Ooh. Mm.
Tail swishing.
The direction she came from?
Oh, you saw the house that she came out of. A little bit run down.
Okay, well,
Run down.
I'll head towards that house.
Well, remember, your inn isn't as it is as you saw it, as we designed it the other night. That's coming still. But yeah, it needs a new coat of paint. It's not like unlivable. The inside looks a bit better. But you see these two women like lounging outside, looking very relaxed and casual, having a drink of something that smells like coffee. Neville,
Yeah.
you're doing what again?
Well, I headed into the house.
You headed straight past them. Okay.
Well, if I see them, I say, "Where's Xerxes?"
Oh, not even a good morning.
And the older one says exactly that. "Good morning to you too, love. Inside. Recovering."
Oh.
Thank you. I'll go inside.
And you see, like, if the camera could pan out a little bit, you would see Beiro walking in, and these two women like exchange a glance and peek inside behind him. There's like their heads framed by the door. And yeah, how does he find you, Xerxes?
I will be at the bar having the hair of the dog. Hopefully someone made me something to eat. Brought me something to eat.
Yeah, there's some barley porridge.
Yeah,
couple
so I'll
of
be
boiled
charmed
eggs.
with some meat.
Yeah, you can wash it down. Take it away.
I'll walk up to Zherxes. You have fun night?
Always a
Ooh,
Sorry.
Alan, we didn't quite hear you there.
He's neck deep in his mug.
No, something very funny is going on with your sound.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, only a little bit.
Okay, that's better.
I did a whole thing. I yawned and said she's always I always have a good night with her. She's a treat. So welcome, grab a seat. Welcome to my establishment, sir.
I want nice big breakfast.
You get
We
barley
are-
porridge and eggs.
Yeah, there's some porridge if you like. Yeah.
Good. We must talk private.
Well, there's nobody else
That's cool,
in here.
Yeah, well,
is there nobody
is there
else?
really no one else in here? Is
You
business
chased them
that
all
bad?
out.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah, that's
who's getting us the food?
No, that's very true. No,
No,
I
this
mean,
is-
there's
this is-
all of the staff would be around. Well, the two of them, or however many there are inside. I don't know.
Well, it's just the two
Um,
ladies at this point. You still need to hire additional staff
Okay.
members.
So then, yeah, it's just us two.
And there's like a pot of this barley brew just bubbling over the fire.
I'll say. Item is hot. Hot. Burn your hand hot.
Very, very nice. So I take it you were successful.
But we must get more gold.
How so? Does it look like it's very rare? I'm just going to talk as if I
Writing.
wasn't listening the previous.
Writing on it says portal.
Okay, so 400 gold is definitely not going to be worth it.
No.
Should we? I don't think it's safe for us to go and get some quotes, as it were, from the other shady characters around town, because they likely would know where it came from.
Yes.
They
know.
So we're gonna have to try and barter directly with the wizard.
Keledek.
How much do you think we could get for it?
What was it? Wizzy was in town.
Yeah, Keledek.
Don't like Wizzy was.
Yeah, he's not the friendliest character in the world.
But
I'm happy to go and consult with him. You say it's got lots of fancy writing on it. Well, can I have a look at it? What can I discern from looking at this?
it says portal.
Yeah, well, are you showing it to Xerxes?
Well, if no one's around that can see, then yes, I will pull it out and I will show the writing to Xerxes.
What's your passive perception?
Yeah, I also want to make sure that there's no
12.
one else around. The ladies should be outside. We
Yeah,
could
the ladies
always
are
go
still
into a
outside.
room.
So you want to make what is your passive perception, Ellen?
I don't know, young. Not that old, eh?
The man. What?
10.
All right. So
Funny.
no, you guys don't see anything. You feel that you're pretty alone.
Okay, then I'll just put my backpack down, pull it out so that you can see the writing.
Well, if I remember,
read it for
you
itself.
you have it in some sort of scarf.
Yep, that's what I say. I'll pull it out and then unwrap it so that you can see the writing.
That the inside of that scarf, as you peel it away from that box, that scroll box, is slightly charred in places. Some of the writing is actually been like transposed onto the scarf.
See, hot.
Oh, okay. So you weren't talking about the fact that it was freshly procured is actually physically hot to the touch.
Yes.
But-
Only people like you can touch.
Yeah.
It's hot, hot.
If you're handling the object, it feels normal to you. It doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. This feels nice. Feels perfectly fine.
You also, obviously, being a tiefling, speak infernal, right?
Yeah.
So you infer much the same as Beiro, that this is some sort of scroll that opens up a portal. I believe the wording was something to the effect of to a place scorned by mortals and gods.
Okay. All right.
Lots of gold.
Yeah. I mean, like a normal spell scroll is worth like 400 gold or something, isn't it? I know you can sell it for like 50 gold. I don't know how much it's
Why?
actually worth.
Lots
Why
of
we don't-
gold or another adventure?
Why are we not? I think. Hold on a second. I think I have. Let me check in my inventory. Parchment. Do I have parchment? Do you have parchment?
Let me have a look. I should have some
trying
sort of stuff.
Figure out what it's called. I got a pen. I got bloody ink bottle.
I've
Why
got
don't
a
I have any
blank book.
paper?
I've got a blank book that was once used for a little bit of biltong, goat biltong. Should be
Yeah,
right today.
I've literally got everything except a piece of paper.
Well, I've got I've only got a piece of paper.
Ooh. I got a good idea. No, it's not going to work that well. I've got candles. I was thinking we could put candles on it to get an impression of the writing.
Surely we can, I understand Infernal, so do you. Surely can't we just write it off?
Yeah, I guess we could.
So what are you
Oh.
planning?
Well, then you can show the writing to WYSIWYZ.
Yeah. Is this what you were looking for? Blah blah blah. Looks to me like it's worth a hell of a lot more than 400 gold. And see what he says. Okay.
Alright, so you're going to try and make a copy of the writing on this scroll case.
Yeah.
We're just going to write it down, basically.
Yep. Okay, so I would like you... Who's doing the writing?
I'll do it.
Well, yeah, we could both try.
So, well, are you... what's her name in Arcana? Skilled in Arcana, Beiro?
No.
Okay, then you helping would not help.
Okay.
So give me two things. First, give me an Arcana check, please, Ellen. Okay. 7. That looks delicious. That flippin' green color of your dice. Anyway, so you think you get most of it down. There's some parts, the symbols are extremely complex, and you feel that it wouldn't, for the purposes of what you're doing, you don't need to copy those in. But as you're doing this, as you're busy copying some of these symbols, I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh, what? Do I open the portal now?
Nope.
This is going to be interesting.
You should be pretty fine. Oh!
Fuck.
Unless you do that. This is a natural 1. And I see, for some other reason, the chat triggers are still not working, so I feel obliged to do this.
I did say it was going to be interesting.
So, basically, as you're busy writing this thing, some of these letters, as you transferring them onto the parchment, you're writing it in the book, right?
Yeah.
So, as you're busy doing that, the ink sort of seems to come alive and be turned into like a little snake. And it's like very quickly darts up your arm and it just disappears into your wrist.
Into.
as if it's like absorbed in, like as if there was an injection needle going through, and it's gone. And you feel a little bit nauseous. For the next week, you have a minor curse placed upon you. And you have disadvantage on all Constitution saving throws.
Fun.
It is fun. I love this kind of stuff as a DM.
All right.
So, Beiro, you don't notice anything. So, but you make a pretty good job of it, like I say, and get it completed. You like shake your hand off and like rub at your wrist for a second, and yeah, you don't know if it's because of the amount of liquor that you had the night before or what it is, but you're feeling a little bit unwell and under the weather. Hey, what was that, sorry, Mickey? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
You
Hello?
are
Hello?
looking for.
Hello? What?
No,
What
I
happened?
was just making sure
Sure, what?
if Mickey wanted to say something.
Say something about what?
I don't know. Jesus talking.
One good breakfast, please.
One good breakfast.
It's just Siren talking to herself again.
What? I never talk to myself. See, you gave us away. I never talk to myself.
I gently comb the back of Siren's neck with a brush when hearing.
You'll have to take my hood down for that.
Oh, you got your hood up.
Yeah. You can just pull that down.
Can I pull it down?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
gently.
just pull. I'll still feel it. You could just pull it down. Don't be
Okay,
weird about it.
I gently pull it down and like use the brush to like kind of ham-handedly do the back of your neck.
Well, thanks. I feel so much better.
Where's this woman's ale and breakfast?
I'm just gonna sit there like
Doctor,
face bombing at these two, but just like ale, please.
I just asked you to brush my hair. Did I ask you to take care of me?
What?
God. Fine, just quietly brush it. I'll get you your ale and breakfast.
Say,
Yes,
Siren is a
fruit.
mean after drunk.
Yeah. Like what the hell?
Killer headache. You're being too loud. Go.
I
Oh my
need some
God.
water as well, please. Like at least 2 mugs of it for her.
So,
Uh-huh.
so Peter, with your oh no, wait, you guys have like gone to the empty net now, hey?
Yes.
I forgot for a second.
I
So
feel
yeah,
like
you-
I
you-
walked in
We're
at
sitting
this
at the
point with
monastery
like my
yelling-
own jug of water already. Just still chugging it on the way to the empty net.
What were you saying, Peter?
Do you think we're still sitting at the monastery yelling at non-existent people
Yeah.
to bring us more ale?
Bring me more ale.
Don't you have students?
I do, but it's,
Oh, someone's being popular.
I was gonna say somebody's phone is awfully close to a microphone.
Someone's
I
phone
think
is
it's
the
Alan's
microphone.
because
It's
it
the
is
same-
microphone.
yeah, it's the same person that's lying on the couch.
Ah, okay. Well, here's our resident bad boy, so it makes sense.
It's very Russian pimp.
All the chips on his belly.
Cookie crumbs.
Cookie crumbs.
Fritos.
Okay, so after that
please.
little sojourn, Zherxes and Beiro, are you making your way to Keledek today still, or how you what's?
I want to go
No,
straight
well,
there. I basically want to try and get there before Captain Zendris gets back to her campsite so that this thing is out of my possession.
I would say first, you go speak to Wizzy Wiz. I'll hold scroll here.
Okay?
So that he doesn't sense the box. The
Okay.
hot box.
I don't want to keep it in this house, in my establishment. It's a little bit too close to Zendris.
I go for a walk. Come fetch me in Grove.
Cool.
All right. So you guys leaving at the same time? One
Yeah,
going
well, I'll head-
towards Keledek's tower, and Beiro heading towards the grove.
No, I'm first going to finish my breakfast. Thank you very
You're
much.
you're gonna have your bowl of barley. All right, you do so.
I think I'm going to say, Bims, finish. How about you eat some breakfast with our friend here, and then see where this grove is. Yeah, just to get accustomed with where it is, the routes, I guess.
You know what?
Can send Bims there later or whatnot.
I actually forgot about Bims. What is Bims's passive perception? 13.
It's
Okay,
high.
good. So yeah, Bims is also unaware of anyone or anything. However, Bims is like eager to just stick around, and he's like watching Beiro eating that barley, and the voice that you're greeted with, Alan, has like deep-seated desire in it. He wants to climb into that pot of barley and eat the rest of it in its entirety. You don't know if this like miniature dragon has more than one stomach or something, because it's not getting fat, but it puts away food like nobody's business.
If the other two ladies have charred already, then sure. If not, then I'm gonna go tell them you better go fetch some food before Bims eats all of it.
They have eaten.
Yeah, then
Okay, so Bims, the last you see of him, he is climbing into that pot, into that cauldron, and he's just like, you hear content licking and slurping noises coming from there while you're eating your breakfast, Beiro.
just like last night.
Just because I need to know, just because I need to know where exactly this scroll is. Have you wrapped it back up again and put it in your pouch, or where is it exactly? Neville?
I don't have it. I think it's back in the bag of holding.
The same thing. Wrapped it up and put it back in my backpack. It won't go into the bag of holding.
Yeah,
That's
last
an
time
issue.
Beiro tried to put it into the bag of holding, it sort of resisted it like a magnet. And while you're busy sitting there, Beiro, I need you to make a perception check for me, please. This is while Zherxes is out going on his way to Keledek's tower.
There's John.
Fantastic.
Spectacular.
Mm-hmm. So, Zherxes, you wind your way to the wizard's tower.
Yeah.
You are there. The door, the plain door without any knobs or keyholes or anything, is in front of you. The tower looks tall and deserted in the morning light. And I mean, there's nothing else around it. There's a couple of trees, but like nobody wants to build a home near the wizard's tower.
Cool.
What do you do?
So, does anything happen when I arrive?
Nope.
There's no like magical mouth on the door that starts speaking to me.
Nope.
So I'm just gonna say we have business to discuss, but like in casual voice, as if like I know that someone's listening.
And it doesn't take long, and the door actually opens.
Cool.
And inside
I've
you
been there
see-
before, so
I mean, the tower from the outside appears to be maybe about 20 feet in diameter. But, I mean, you've been in here before. You were apprenticed to Keledek. So you know that as you step through this door, the chamber beyond is actually about 60 foot in diameter. And it's a whole section, and you see he's got a little area, set off to the side where it's sort of like a comfortable couches and things. You've got another area where it's just like a little private study corner. Another area that's sort of dominated by like a spiral staircase leading up and leading down. But right next to the door is Keledek himself. Standing there, red turban, jewel glowing faintly, in the center of the turban underneath the giant feather. And he's busy stroking his beard. You see he's in wizard casual this morning. He's put on a casual robe. And there's like significantly less sigils and gold thread in this. It's a little bit plainer. And he says, come in, apprentice. Let's have a seat and you can discuss your business. And he leads you over to the counters and has a seat and drums his fingers on the armrest. And he says, so, what news do you have for me? Have you considered my proposition?
I'm gonna say yes, I have. And I think I have procured what you're looking for. Rare spell scroll cased in black obsidian, covered in infernal abyssal symbols. Some of the infernal writing looks something like this, and I'll whip out the parchment or page.
And he leans forward and he motions for you to give it to him.
Charles, I'll pass it on.
And he looks at it and he says, this is indeed it. Have you already obtained the spell scroll?
Before we discuss whether I've obtained it or not, I think it's worthwhile discussing payment. To me, this thing looks like it's worth well out of the ranges of more than the range of 400 gold.
But 400 gold is a princely sum.
And after all this time that I've worked for you, I don't have a single penny to show for myself. So I think we could definitely up the price of it.
But you learnt magic. I expanded your studies. Are you ungrateful?
I'm going to remove a curse from myself.
He says, you've got a curse. Did you attempt to do something with the scroll?
So, as you may know, yes, having written down these inscriptions, I did get afflicted.
He says, well, I suppose I should have warned you not to do anything so foolhardy, though apparently my training was insufficient to prepare you for such things.
Apparently so.
I thought you were wiser than that. But apparently you're still just a dumbass apprentice.
Hence, I want more gold, because that's all I really know.
He says, I tell you what, I will up my price. Because I know you have it. And I want it. How does 650 gold sound?
Yeah, that doesn't tickle my fancy in the slightest. I know that you're very keen to get the scroll, but having learned that it is potentially worth a reasonable sum more than 650 gold, might hold on to it for a bit longer.
What if I gave you something else in return?
I'm listening.
I will offer you one of my trinkets. One of my rings, perhaps. And you see he holds up his hand. I mean, you know for a fact that every piece of jewelry on this man is enchanted with some sort of useful magic. And he says, I will give you something from my personal collection if you give me the scroll in exchange for it.
All right, I'm listening. And
I'm just busy trying to grab the the DM's guide for a second, so I can tell you what he has on him.
Neville and I should have discussed what minimum payment should be.
I can tell you exactly what minimum payment I want, but not now, unfortunately.
It's a bit late now, but I was thinking like nothing less than $2,000 to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
$2,000, you greedy bastards. What do you think this
It's
is?
like a portal to the nether realms.
This could be
That's
a
not something
portal
you
to
could
the
just
9
buy off
hells.
the shelf.
Yeah.
I could go and visit my love, my queen.
I still say doing it as an adventure would be a better option.
What,
Just open it.
finding his patron?
No, just open the gate for fun.
None of you have the power to cast such a spell. At this point.
Yeah.
I don't think even at later levels, I don't think we'd be able to, anyways.
Alright, so one of the rings on his hand is particularly interesting. And he starts pulling it off of his finger. And you see it's a gold band with a very deep red ruby in it. It matches his whole theme. But the ruby itself is shaped like a flame. He says, "Do you know what this is, apprentice?"
Not yet.
This is a ring of fire elemental command.
Interesting.
I will give you this ring in exchange for the scroll.
So what exactly does this ring do? How many uses does it have per day, etc.?
So make me an Arcana check. Let's see
not
if
just
you
art.
recognize it. Hmm?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll. To be a wizard, hey.
I'm just curious to see what would you have learnt. Wow. Okay, apparently you skipped that class.
Yeah, I was too busy like lighting myself up on fire.
So basically, you can expend 2 charges from the ring to cast Dominate Monster on a fire elemental. In addition, you have resistance to fire damage. You can also speak and understand Ignan, which is the language of the plane of fire. If you help slay a fire elemental while attuned to this ring, you gain access to the following additional properties. You are completely immune to fire damage. You can cast the following spells from the ring, expending the necessary number of charges. Burning Hands, which is 1 charge, Fireball, 2 charges, and Wall of Fire, 3 charges.
That is a potent ring.
And how many charges does it have?
5.
Okay.
And it regains
that
1d4 plus 1 daily at dawn.
That sounds really shit, unless you can actually kill a fire elemental. Fire elemental.
Spells cast from the ring have a DC of 17. Just for interest.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, no, that's like, I don't think we're gonna get that much use out of it unless we actually fight a fire elemental.
No, that's quite a potent ring.
You really reckon? Because you have to at least kill a fire elemental. Like if you don't kill it, then what else does it do? Like you're immune to fire damage. That's it.
You're resistant to fire damage, and you can cast Dominate Monster on a fire elemental. You can also speak and understand Ignan.
That's to me that's not great, because you basically all you're getting is your immunity to fire damage, and you learn a language. Because I mean, how I've only ever seen one fire elemental in the last 3 years of playing campaigns.
This is
I wanna
very meta.
imagine that Xerxes' sassy ass is telling this to the wizard.
No, I'm thinking this in my head. I'm gonna tell him. Do you have anything else on offer? I would still need to go and speak to my companion. This would be a shared bounty.
He says, I can offer you a selection of wands, perhaps. I also have some amulets of some sort banging around. Let me see. And he's like stands up and he disappears to the other side, to the little like miniature version of his proper workshop that he has down here, when he's thinking of things. And he says, I have here, and he holds up this vaguely heart-shaped amulet. And he says, this is a periapt of wound closure. Would that interest you?
A what? Of wound closure?
A periapt. So basically, this amulet, this pendant, you stabilize when you are dying at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, you double the number of hit points it restores.
Okay, that's quite nifty. Look, I'm like I said, I still have to go and consult with my companion. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we would be able to come to it.
You'll be able to?
Like you and I would be able to come to an agreement.
So you're going to go speak to your friend.
Correct.
And discuss what you think is acceptable payment.
Well, maybe not what's acceptable, but more preferable. Yeah.
How about I owe you a favor?
In either way, I would have to go and fetch it for you. So we would still discuss nonetheless. But if that is also an option, then I will definitely put it onto the table.
And he says, as he comes back, and
you will have it before lunch. Don't you worry.
He says, why don't you just bring your friend here? Better yet, tell me which one it is, and I'll send him a message and just tell him to come here. And he can just bring it with him. Or her.
No, don't worry. I'll go and fetch him. We'll discuss it. Not to worry.
You are stubborn, apprentice.
I learned from the best.
I suppose you did. Very well. See yourself out, and I will see you soon with my scroll case. In the meantime, yes. I will lay out some additional options for you.
Sounds good.
And
happy to see you in the next hour and a half or so, max.
Cool. So you disappear. You go find Beiro in the woods, I assume.
So the idea was Booms. Well, I'm pretty sure they would have finished breakfast now and be on the way to the grove, right? So Booms would have been told, cool, go and see where this grove is. Once you've found it, come and find me at the wizard. We'll find each other sort of halfway so that I can send Booms to go and fetch Beiro so that we can meet up wherever.
Okay.
Along the way.
All right. Hundreds. We can do that. So you, wherever you want to meet is fine. So you find Beiro. You guys can have your chat. Feel free.
Beiro.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Fairy Person. So we were only offered a max of 650 gold, which I then declined because you and I both feel like this is worth a large sum more than that. Keledek has suggested that, he has said that he's going to lay out a couple of options. Would you like to come with to select and potentially talk with or barter? Or are you happy for me to pick something? Essentially, it's going to be a selection of magical items.
Magic item, you and me.
I'm not too sure if we can. It seems like he's got a lot of magical items.
Magic items, fun.
Probably quite unlikely depending on the value of the items, but we could always try.
Why not keep scroll, go another town, sell there. Lots of whizzes.
So we can always say that that's what we're going to do in exchange for each getting a magical item, which is, I think, probably the best that we'd be able to get regardless, if even.
How strong is Wizzy?
This wizard is pretty badass, hey?
Maybe
If
he
this is the
just
kind of
takes
stuff that
scroll
he's
from us.
messing around with. Sorry?
What if he just takes scroll from us?
I mean, he potentially could. If he wanted to, but yeah, I mean, he's not the most pleasant person, but I would imagine he has some sort of honor.
You know, no honor among thieves. Same as Wizzy.
Oh, what do you propose?
Think we can trust Wizzy if we both go there.
I do. It wasn't a concern of mine at the start, but now that you say it, it is a slight concern, but no, I don't think he'll dick us.
Okay, let's go see Wizzy.
Alright, so you're
You could
heading back
always-
off to the wizard. We're off to see the
Yeah,
wizard.
I mean, you could always put it somewhere and say, hey, we've left it for you here, or something. I don't know. I don't think he will screw us around. I didn't think he would screw us around at all. Because I mean, he could always leverage us in the future and us him as a mutual relationship.
Okay. Trust you. Let's go see Wizzy.
We're off to
Want
see
me-
the wizard.
Want me to put disguise on?
That is entirely up to you.
I think good idea. I think good idea. We're at Grove, right?
We're somewhere in between the Grove and the Wizard's Tower, so I think we'd need to find a spot that's secluded.
Oh, then we can just step off the beaten path, so to say. And then I'll change into my Seamus disguise. Is it Seamus?
Who?
Sigurd.
Sigurd.
Sigurd disguise.
Sigurd
Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Sigurd Snake Eyes.
Alright. So, shortly thereafter,
It's just
Sigurd
Hobolt.
Snake
What's his
Eyes
name?
appears.
Popo or whatever is not in town. He'll have a heart attack.
Popo. Who the hell are these people? Like, you're making me think that I've got characters that I've created that I've forgotten about.
Dude, who's the dude that's working for us now? From the ship?
Pukata.
Yeah, Poo Poo.
Did you say Mr. Popo?
Yeah. Oh, Pukata. Let's just hope Pukata's not in town.
Okay.
If Pukata sees Sigurd, he's gonna have a heart attack.
Alright.
That's fine. I'll switch to Sigurd's disguise, and yeah, let's go.
But you haven't.
All right, matey, let's
you,
go.
You haven't stashed the scroll. You've got it on you still, right?
Yeah, currently, yeah. What are we gonna do with the scroll, matey?
Yeah, you're the one that's being untrusting. I thought it would have been okay. So I mean, now you're giving me doubts. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to
Your
hide it?
choice.
You want to take it with?
Oh, what the hell? Let's take it.
Okay, you can always roll. Whoever rolls the highest decides. If I get the highest, we take it with. If you get the highest, we stash it.
The question is, where's a safe place to stash it? I don't think there really is a safe place to stash it. So let's just take it.
Like a hole in a
Yeah.
tree somewhere. So you're gonna take it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way back to the wizard's tower, and
Looking as shady as possible.
the door swings open and closes, and Keledek is standing there, wearing a different robe, this one a bit more bedazzled. And he says, "So this is your friend. I know this man. What are you doing here, Sigurd?"
Making money.
"Don't you think you are risking much? Being in town?"
Why? Making money.
"It's your head. Come, let's sit. Let us discuss business." And you see there's like a little coffee table, and on it is that same ring that he showed you. There's also a pair of boots on the table now, as well as a set of braces. He says, "You may choose one of these items in payment. They are all magical. You can check for yourself if you want. You know what the ring does, obviously. Oh, and the amulet is also there, by the way. Sorry.
Is it one magical item each?
No, one magical item. Period. Magic for magic.
Yeah, but this is strong magic.
How would you know?
I can feel it.
Why are you speaking funny, Sigurd?
Neck injury.
Make a deception check with advantage. Because you're in disguise. Does this guy have insight? Shit. Well, let's see. Nope. He believes you. He says, "That sounds like a most unfortunate injury." Very well.
Happens from time to time.
So, which one of these items would you like?
What do the boots do and what do the braces do?
Well, the braces are braces of defense. They increase your armor, your protection, if you will.
Yeah.
The boots are boots of striding and springing. Are you familiar with them, apprentice?
Somewhat.
Basically, you walk at a pace of 30 feet, unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
So, to me, this ring...
this ring.
Oh no.
Have we lost Ellen?
I have no idea. Oh, yes.
Ellen?
Yeah, I think we have lost him.
Oh,
There we go. Sorry, back. I think the ring is probably the most useful, valuable.
If we had to estimate the value of those items, like the braces and the ring, for example,
Make me an intelligence check.
I think the braces are probably towards the lower end. Intelligence.
Make it intelligence or perhaps arcana. Let's make it rather arcana, because this is recognizing the worth of magical items.
Surely I'm supposed to be good at that.
You are supposed to be fairly good at it, but your rolls are absolutely shit.
I know, it's this color.
It's
I
that
gotta change
color.
my color every week.
You need to change your color, dude. Embrace the rainbow. It's hard to tell. They all seem to be fairly rare. You know, the ring in particular is a fairly wondrous item. Though, in your estimate, so are the boots, and so are the braces.
well, I could use the braces. You could use the damn ring.
Yeah, but I mean, the braces, what? They'll give you 1 defense. Max 2, right?
Plus 2 to
So-
AC if you are wearing no armor and using no shield.
Do you wear armor and do you wear armor?
Yeah.
That would actually help me a lot, because I don't wear armor.
Soon, I'm planning to not wear armor. What do you think? Ring or braces? Should we roll for it?
I suppose we could both use. Can we both use either of them? Do you have to be a spellcaster to be able to use this ring?
Nope. You don't need to be a spellcaster. The ring provides the abilities.
I think this ring is going to come in more handy, but only if we ever fight a fire elemental, which I suppose we can sort of track down using lore and asking around and whatever. Could make a quest of it. But I think in the long run it's going to be more useful because of the spells that you can cast. So if I run out of spell slots or whoever, then we get Fireball and Wall of Fire.
Or I could also use that ring, because then we could have 2 spellcasters throwing
I mean,
things.
even fucking bums can wear the ring, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
For Bims it becomes a neck collar.
Yeah, I think ring. I'm sold on the ring now.
He's imagining Bims wearing this freaking thing.
Yeah, casting breath weapon and fireball. I'm a real dragon.
How much you want for the
Okay.
braces? He's going to take the ring for the scroll. How much you want for the braces?
Well, this is a very interesting turn of events. Now you're making me an offer.
Those braces look nice. What are they? +2.
Yes, +2. He says any one of these items is worth a small fortune. I couldn't see it go for less than 1,500 gold pieces.
Can't you knock off a little bit? It's a beautiful scroll.
I'll knock down the price to 1,200, but you'll owe me another favor. In case I need something acquired.
Favor.
a favor, I'll lend you the money. If you want something acquired, we can make a deal based on what you want.
As in, Beiro will owe Keledek a
No,
favor.
as in
No,
I
as in
will. No. I will lend Sigurd gold, and should you, being Keledek, want any more favors any procurements, as it were, done in the future, then we can discuss payments as we have done now.
But more
And it
favorable
works out better.
terms, obviously. I won't be able to give away my entire collection, naturally. The next favor I ask will only be paid in gold. Understood?
Sounds good.
It's a deal. 1,200 gold for the braces, the ring for the scrolls case, and our business is concluded. Deal? And he holds out his hand.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll shake his hand.
He shakes it, and he doesn't let go for a second, and he leans just a little bit more forward, and his breath smells like a strange mixture of cinnamon and garlic. And he says, "Do not cross me. You either, Sigurd," as he turns his head to you, Beiro. "This deal stands. Do not try to renege on it. I will hunt you down, and I will make you my bitches. I will literally turn you into dogs."
Yeah, tell me, just remind me. There's the scroll with the high elven writing on it. What did the high elven writing say? Or what did the elven writing say?
You
The
couldn't
scroll
tell
case
a
number?
lot about it. All that you could identify from it was that it was something to do with high elven magic.
Well, I'll pull that scroll out and show it to him, and I'll say, "Are you interested in this scroll?"
And he
Just
takes
in
it from
response,
you.
before we continue,
Mhm.
just in response to what Keledek said, I'll say, no, I value this partnership, and I would hope that you would extend the same sort of trust as we have done with you to us, and that we have a healthy, ongoing relationship with one another to the favor of both parties.
He says, "We will see what the future holds. But for now, as long as you don't double cross me and report this or try to steal it back from me, I will see our ventures be more profitable in the future. We help each other out."
Agreed.
Agreed then. But taking that other scroll case from you, Beiro, he says, "Sigurd, you are full of surprises. Wherever did you find this?
You
Did
know
that
I acquire
captain,
things.
did Captain Zendros have this in her care as well?
Possibly.
I can't imagine what she would do with it.
Mm.
This is high elven magic. It requires a group of at least 3 elven mages. I do not know if you know much about elven magic, high elven magic, but it usually requires one of the spellcasters to give of their life's essence to make the spell manifest. It is unusual to find such magic written down. It
Interesting.
makes me wonder. Did you find this with Captain Zendros?
Well, it was lying on top of that other one.
In proximity to one another?
Yep. Like I said, lying right on top.
Curiouser and curiouser. And how much do you want for this? Let me guess, the braces.
It's a minimum.
Deal.
You said deal too fast.
Either you take it or leave it.
Well, damn straight I'll take it. And I'll take the braces.
Okay, so you take the braces. You take the ring Xerxes. The rest of the stuff, he snaps his fingers and they disappear from the table. The amulet and the boots. And he says, I'll let you know when I have need of your services. But for now, our business is concluded. And you see that each of the spell scrolls, interestingly, he handles that one that was wrapped in the scarf. He handles it just fine as well. It's not making him uncomfortable in the least. And he inserts them into his robes, into different little pockets. And he says, you have a fine day further. I have work to do. One of your compatriots has hired me to do a little bit of enchanting for him. Move along now, and the door opens, and he starts shooing you out. And with that, I think it's a good time to have our break. Because I see it is already 8:12. We're running a little bit late this evening. So we're going to take a short break for about 5 minutes, guys? Hello?
That's good.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Mickey, are you still awake? You haven't fallen asleep at your desk, have
No.
you? Not yet. Alright, so bear with us, folks. I'm going to transition us to the Be Right Back screen. And we are back almost. Welcome back, everybody. So, back in the bar,
Yes.
we have Siren and Carolus and Carcarius and Cyan, and they are all busy eating a hearty breakfast of fried fish, eggs, olives. What else is greasy?
Barkeep, where's my
Bacon.
citrus?
Cheese, lots of cheese.
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 And
Lots of
citrus.
bacon.
Citrus.
Did you say
My
citrus?
citrus. My citrus. I need my guavas, my oranges, tomatoes.
He wants the scurvy. He doesn't want to get the scurvy, you know. But go away.
Mix lemon juice in your.
That makes sense.
Yep,
He
yeah.
says, the best I can do for you, sir, is lemon juice for your fish.
You don't have a single orange in this establishment.
We do. It's just not for you.
What the
What?
hell?
He says, I tell you what, I'll make you the house speciality.
What's the
Ooh.
house speciality?
It's a surprise.
Alright, fine, but I want you
It's-
spitting in it.
It's mystery meat.
Sir, how dare you?
The mystery
You don't have
is that it's not
oranges.
meat.
I don't know what your standards are.
What kind of establishment do you think this is? And you see this rat
my-
dragging this
Oranges.
giant fur ball across the counter.
Oh no! Oh no! It's back! It's back!
Oh,
Hairball.
Is that the mystery meat?
oh. I poke it.
Hey, look, the rat's about to go cook your food for you.
A stupid rat, a stupid cat can do her job. We have a
And,
cat as well.
he disappears into the kitchen for a little bit, leaving you to your own devices. Well, I mean, the way we laid out the empty net, I think I actually did put that image in. Hey, give me a second, and I can share it.
It's not dirty. It's just clustered. Okay, it makes it feel like home.
I need to put it under this, and then I need to
It's a-
grab it from assets.
It's a box, and I feel safe. Okay, that's all.
It's an upscale box.
Yes. Every time Siren sees a box, she just sits in it. It's like, yes, I am comfortable.
That's the monastery. There it is. And ta-da!
Ta-da! I'll ask while it's loading.
One big
Question mark.
question mark.
Is
Yeah.
it a big question mark? Really?
Yeah. It's probably loading.
Luckily for the stream,
not-
it is not a question mark.
It's a huge map.
I'll ask anyone who's here is like, did anything weird happen last night?
Well,
Sometimes.
I wanted to ask
Uh,
who that woman was that you said you didn't know, but
what
the
woman?
hair on the back of your neck said you did.
What woman? Wait. That wasn't it. Wait.
There was some royal-looking woman
Wait.
that gave you a squiff look in our direction, and you reacted interestingly.
What did she look like?
Out of character, I can't remember for shit, but in character, I explained what she looked like.
Be like, well, fuck. I'll just like hit my head against the table with a
Does
huge
this have
thud.
anything to do with the hypothetical friend that hypothetically pissed off a royal family?
If we're only hypothetically speaking, then yes.
Okay.
Hypothetically, yes.
Hypothetically, yeah.
So hypothetically, your friend got in a lot of shit, and now that shit is close by.
I never said that she was my friend.
Well,
I think.
hypothetically, the person who pissed off the family is in the shit, and now the shit is close by.
I didn't piss them off. I didn't do anything that bad, I swear.
I think I'm starting to
Oh,
follow
is it
this.
you? I thought.
I mean, friend, what?
Ooh, that looks cool.
Did the
Need
map
more ale.
eventually transfer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it looks quite nice.
How many
Bro.
drunk people fall into that water?
Oh, as many as I kick.
Well, they are no longer drunk.
And just imagining Siren like going around at night, just like backfooting every person she passes into the water.
That's if she isn't drunk herself.
I'm imagining her being drunk and deciding.
Okay.
1 and 2.
It's at this point that
Awesome.
Kreb returns.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
you see he's got like a mittens on his hand, and he's got this like very large. It's probably around 3 feet long. This large
Ooh.
metal skillet, that has something that smells citrusy. Definitely smells like oranges, but he puts it down on the bar counter in front of you guys, like right in front of you, Cyan. And basically, what it is, it looks like a whole bunch of toast that's just been plastered down, and then it's got a crap ton of orange segments just spread all over the toast, and melted cheese on top.
Oh my Osbrum, this is a travesty.
You asked for citrus. Here you go.
He says, "This is our patented hangover cure. It's got everything you need. Try it."
Okay.
And he like puts a plate down and like it has this huge ladle and like really like has to chip away at the burnt toast and lift it up and put it on the plate, and he clunks it down in front of you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Don't talk until you try it.
I look over at Siren. Does she
Yeah?
look like surprised, or is this normal looking to her?
Holding back a laugh. And really badly. Like,
Hmm.
it's fine.
I'm gonna look over at Corellis and Carcarius. What's their thoughts?
I'm gonna whisper to Carcarius, can you purify this?
So I could, but I want to see what happens. That looks interesting.
All right. Well,
It smells tasty.
Osbrum does provide when you ask, and I asked. Praise be, and I'll just like take a bite with I'll pick up the toast with my hands and just take a bite out of the orange and toast.
All right, so you get this interesting layer of flavor because underneath the oranges and the cheese that you didn't see was also some nice thick bacon. So what you're actually getting is this lovely toast. There's a little bit too crispy underneath, But so it's got that little bit of a charcoaly taste with some nice fatty bacon, and then this nice sharp bite of the orange, and then the richness of the cheese melted on top. It actually tastes pretty damn good.
Oh,
Actually, does. So it's like a
Guys,
deep dish, toasted cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
Ooh,
See?
this is pretty
orange.
good. I'll push over like my plate to share with everyone on the left and right of me. Like, you gotta have some of this. Like, damn.
we might look rusty or a bit broken down, but he's good at his job.
Still,
Yeah.
just knowing
And-
Cyan, I skeptically take a small piece to try it.
I'm gonna poke it with my fork first.
I'm gonna
I'll
try
just eat
hand
it.
feed Corellis.
Oh, just put the bib on first, please.
Ah,
Here comes the airplane.
I'll bite your finger if you
Do
try
it.
and
Bite his finger. Do it.
I imagine
good.
Cyan is like trying to grab him by the beard and like
Just
Open
pull the bottom
wide.
jaw down.
I know enough of dwarf etiquette to not touch the beard, so like I'm just gently caressing the back of his head as I'm like trying to push the coat with the other hand.
I'll take my staff and start poking him.
You need to eat if you want to grow big and tall.
Not this woman you saw,
I'm gonna
right?
start poking him harder.
Okay, fine. I'll have your piece.
No.
And
Save
see,
me
Crib
one.
is-
I'll try it.
Crib has like brought out extra crikey. Plates, there we go. Wow, sorry folks. A little bit tired this evening. Brain is not activating properly. And yeah, he dropped some more plates down for you guys. He says, well, there's plenty more, just say. I can always cook up another batch. Doesn't take long.
It's amazing. Well, about this woman you saw,
Yes.
what did she look like?
What?
Oh, you did describe
Right,
it. Who
yeah,
was she
yeah.
with? That's what I wanted to say.
Would you like me
She-
to
It was-
actually like give you the description again?
I know she
Yeah.
has like black hair and
She was a petite lady.
Yeah.
Her color scheme seems to, like, from both descriptions, she seems to gravitate towards summery yellow colors. But she's always impeccably dressed and makeup done to perfection. She looks fairly young, and she's not a very tall woman.
What
She
race-
averages
did
maybe a
we
little bit
see
taller
what
than
race she
Corollas.
was?
Say again, sorry?
Did I see what race she was?
She's human.
Yeah,
Okay.
that tends to. Who was she with?
Yeah, she was with the bodyguard, wasn't she? Or what
Two.
looked like a bodyguard.
Yeah, 2 footmen wearing
Yeah.
some sort of livery.
Yeah. That's her, all right.
Bit taller than I am. She's like bit taller than 5 feet.
Probably her stepping stools.
So hypothetically, what
Hypothetically, yes.
what did this person have done to them?
You see, this person did a dumb, like, hypothetically,
Hypothetically, of course.
Of course. We're not talking about real things right now. No. When a jester, like, mimics a king, for example, and then it sometimes pisses off a king, and he gets thrown into jail or probably executed.
So the royal person doesn't understand satire.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, yeah, no, see, hypothetically, it was a joke. That's
But
gone
it
too
was also
far.
true.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
yeah.
A hypothetical situation that hypothetically never hypothetically happened.
It never happened. We're just talking about if,
If a
Uh,
situation like that were to occur.
yeah, what would one do?
Corollas, Cyan,
You'd hide.
while they're busy talking, you were looking at Kreb for a second, and you see him like he's trying to mouth the word hyper. He's trying to acquire this word, and
Well,
he's not conscious of the fact that he's actually trying to mouth it and say it
Aw.
softly.
Oh, okay, I'll leave him to it then. No one bother him. I will stab you. Let him have his moment.
I'll hypothetically shake my head.
Oh god damn it.
Because hypothetically we all make mistakes.
So hypothetically, a person made a joke towards a patron that liked them and fucked up and
Okay.
ran away.
Well, I guess running away is better than jail.
Or death.
Sometimes. So how was your day?
Well, I had a hangover from hell, but Procan's waters helped with that.
I see, that's Xerxes' fault.
I have a feeling. Wasn't it Cyan who bought all the kegs of
Yep.
alcohol for us?
But you said a headache from
not at
hell.
all. It was just
Zendros bought us shots though.
handed there.
No, but someone bought a shit ton of kegs. I'm pretty sure it was Cyan. That just went,
Yep.
drinks on me.
Yeah.
Here's
No.
40 gold for
Yeah.
like 15 kegs of ale.
No,
Drinks on me
no,
for the
that was
town.
someone else.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yes, it was me.
If you need someone to brush your hair, Cyan is Cyan's your guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
He has soft hands. It's like
as,
a
he's,
woman.
as he's gently trying to stroke the back of Corollus's head.
Soft, like a woman's.
I'll never recover from this.
You'll be fine.
No,
Just-
but my question is,
Psychology.
did you ever actually, like, even for a second decide you may take the bite?
No,
Ooh.
I have my own plate, and I've lived 3 of his lifetimes.
You don't know how old I am.
Well, I lived
Well.
3 of.
Can we chop off your arm and check the rings?
I'm not a tree.
Yes. Oh, damn it.
I thought
I'm
humans
old.
worked the same.
Yeah.
I'm very old.
No, of course you are. Look at that beard.
Yes.
You don't just grow a beard like that.
I think with dwarves you kind of do.
I do
But
not
yeah,
believe
When
it's
it.
they
pretty
pull them out the womb by the beard.
I think a dwarf sneezes and they have a beard. Or,
Wow.
like, it grows a couple inches.
They're like born with it. No, I'm just kidding. That's one weird.
They're
So,
born looking like Cousin It.
Oh,
Hey, have you guys noticed? Where's Beiro and Zherxes?
so they always.
Nursing
Well,
a hangover.
Probably up to no
Xerxes-
good.
Xerxes, I think, found his lady last night.
Oh yeah, they had fun. I
Yeah,
guess.
so I'm guessing he's either still busy with that, or he's just been Xerxes and doing his own shit.
Literally chasing tail.
Yeah,
Literally.
seems
Oh,
like.
my tail's wagging.
Okay, well, what should we do today? I was thinking of praying.
I mean,
Well, I think that's a good thing to have on the list for today. But don't we have to prep for a trip to
Yes.
Seaton?
For the boat.
yes.
The boat's
Actually-
there, and we have an escort job to do.
Only some of you are aware of that job.
What
I can't
escort
remember
was
what
it?
happened yesterday.
It's the hangover.
Yes.
Everything's a bit fuzzy.
We
So-
need to find some ingredients as well.
You guys
I can-
were approached by Ingo the drover while you were sitting there with Captain Zendros, and they both elaborated on a planned caravan to the port city of Seaton, the provincial capital,
Oh god damn it.
where you also know your ship is currently undergoing alterations.
Yeah, there was 2 parties that actually want us to guard the same shipment, if I
Yes.
can remember correctly.
Yeah, so Captain Zendros and Ingo have got things that they want us to protect on the way to Seaton, and in Seaton there is a guy who we have to help find his boat for.
Yeah.
A guy we have to find to help get his boat back.
You actually have a
But-
note.
Plus we get paid extra if we have to deal with any danger en route.
Let's hope we
Yes.
get danger.
Okay,
Can you remember
great.
how much you were actually going to be paid per person per day?
5 gold.
5 gold.
How long does it take to get there?
It was
Okay,
like a 2-day trip, wasn't it?
2 days.
Yeah, it's
So
about
only
2
10
days.
gold.
Well, it's moving with a caravan, so it's slow.
Yeah.
So I mean, it may even be 3 days.
15 gold.
I will tell you exactly how much.
Remember,
yeah, it's about
we just sort of
it's about a couple of days away, I think.
As
Without
long as
trouble. With trouble,
just
we get paid.
accepted this because we were gonna travel there anyways
Yeah.
to go and do a quest. So we didn't really care too much about the pay. So
Pay is always
The pay is
important.
just a bonus, and
yeah,
we get to our destination with some extra gold.
All right.
Yeah.
When's the cart leaving?
That I can't remember. It wasn't today, was it? We
We
sit here eating while the caravan's getting ready to go, potentially.
Wait, who was
Someone
on
will-
contact? Some captain or someone.
I don't remember.
I don't
just remember
anyone
yelling at
saying
children.
it was in vain.
No, it was still a day or 2 away, if I remember correctly.
I remember tickling feet.
Wait,
It
what?
was leaving in a couple of days' time. They were just busy getting the last of the things sorted, getting some additional guards, caravan guards, and also waiting for the roads to dry out a little bit more. Because they don't exactly want to get wagons stuck in the mud, so to speak.
No.
But yeah, it was Ingo the drover that you needed to go and talk to if you do want to take him up on his offer.
Okay, well, let's go find Ingo.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that person.
Oh, we've already accepted it.
Yes.
So we just need to know when to meet.
Yeah, that
Transport.
seems important. What if it is today?
Oh, no, I didn't pay attention.
Pretty sure they would have sent someone to find us if it was today.
Yeah, they know where to find me.
Just curious, always thinking the logical.
Where's Siren? Where's Siren always?
The
You guys are
empty net.
faffing a lot. I'm sure Beiro and I are probably gonna meet you soonish.
Yeah, I'm fairly
Soon-ish.
certain that you would have walked in at some other point in this conversation. I mean, you guys weren't hurrying through breakfast or anything.
No. Why would we?
No, why would you? You're hungover.
It's good breakfast.
Exactly. Important meal of the day. Breakfast.
Alright, so Xerxes and Beirut come in.
Yep.
And then 11 C's and... Yeah, whatever.
Second and third breakfast.
Oh, morning, Xerxes. Beirut, come on in. You gotta try this toast.
Good
There's still a fair
So
amount
I
left over.
already ate. I'm okay, thanks.
What is alcohol?
How was your
Yeah,
night,
one for
Xerxes?
later.
Well, after Wizzy was, I would have removed my disguise, obviously,
Okay.
before we went and met up with the others.
And
So-
Keledek is busy laying out some tot glasses and pouring a very rich brown liquid into each of them.
Wait, well, what is this
Never-
now? Before we've left Keledek?
No, this is when you guys have come in.
Come
Much
in
of-
over here to...
To the empty net.
Oh. Okay.
Kreb. Did I say Keledek?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
sort of confused. I was like, what the hell?
Kreb. Sorry, that was
Okay.
DM brain going fucked up.
Yeah.
So Kreb, the bartender, the owner of the empty net, is pouring this drink for each of you, and he says, "Hair of the dog."
Oh, another one, yes.
He just gets so... Oh, never mind. Let's drink.
I am not surprised.
Skull.
No, thank you. Yeah, you can have mine. I'll push it to
Good.
my left.
And I'll just smash them both.
Nice.
It's like a very rich licorice liqueur kind of a drink.
Oh.
Does it have dog hair inside?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's basically like black sambuca.
That's
fine.
gonna help
Full
you.
of taste.
I need this. I'll just...
I'm not a
Drink
fan
a
of
lot.
licorice, so
Yeah.
See it.
me
I'll
neither.
have it. I'll have it. Just give it to me. I need
Like,
it
I take
now.
a
I
sip
already
and
had
then
them
I
both
just pass it
without
on.
knowing.
I hypothetically need this.
That word is gonna get deleted very soon.
It's just deleted from every time we say it in streams. Just
Beep out.
Yeah, no, I've got to assign a special mod for that. Just beep, beep. So yeah, you guys, what do you want to do next?
And I think
We need to
find
talk to-
Ingo and just get a proper timeline. And
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's fairly easy. His place is up on the hill. He did explain to you the previous evening where to find him. I don't know if you've still got the map open on your screen. I'm trying to find the bloody place. Now, do you think I can? Oh no, we've lost an Ellen. It's pretty close to the docks, on the northern side of town. It's actually not too far away from Ellen's future place, larger place, near to the Carpenters Guild Hall. So you're making your way up there. It's this neat little building. You can see as you step in, there's a whole bunch of posters and things on the wall. Advertising. We're always looking for sailors and marines, and just like a whole list of jobs that are basically potentially available at any given time. And Ingo himself is sitting at a desk. There is a couple of young-looking guys. They're probably like 17, 18-year-old, and they're sitting in front of him, and he's busy scratching away at a piece of parchment with a pen. And he says, he like lifts the parchment, gives it a little bit of a blow of hot air to dry the ink, then puts it in front of the boys, and he says, "Make your mark." And you just see they're just making like an X. They're not literate.
I just want to say, when we walk in public or any place, I'm gonna hide behind someone
Alright, cool.
every time.
I assume the hood and the mask are up as well.
Yeah, I'm just like hiding in the shadows of you guys.
I look over my shoulder. Siren, you look more suspicious like that.
What? No.
Okay, never mind.
And you see these boys are basically like saying profuse thanks to Ingo, and he says, "Just listen to the captain. Do what you're told. Don't do anything stupid. Don't try and steal anything. Don't pick any fights, and do your jobs. And you'll do just fine. Now get out of here. Make sure that you're ready for the ship tomorrow." And he takes note of you guys for the first time, and he says, "I don't have enough chairs, almost said enough trees, enough chairs for all of you. Have a seat if you can, otherwise just stand around. I take it you're here about the job."
That we are. Just finding out timeline and all that.
We leave tomorrow morning, break of dawn. Make sure you arrive sober, armed, well equipped. We'll have extra provisions for you, so you don't need to worry about any food or anything of the like. We will also have a supply of ammunition, should we run into any trouble. Along with you 6, I have another 5 guards. There are going to be about 30 wagons. You will be mounted. Do you have your own horses?
Yep, some of us do.
What if we don't?
I can provide you with a horse.
Right.
Oh, that'd be nice. Thanks. Can I
Do
pick
you have a really tiny donkey for him?
Donkey, no.
No,
Not
that's
a really
quite
tiny
alright.
horse then?
I'm as tall as you.
I know,
Are you?
it'll just be funny if you have a tiny horse.
Yeah.
Why would you burden that poor animal? No, give me a war horse. I need the greatest beast you have.
Okay,
You can have a
I'll
riding
play
horse.
Don Quixote. I'll play Don Quixote.
And he says, make sure you have all your business settled before we leave. It shouldn't take too long to get to Seaton. Depending on what the roads look like, the scouts have gone maybe about 8 miles out, and so far the roads seem to be fairly okay, though with wagons, you never know. My major concern is these rumors we're hearing of the goblinoid tribes striking out from the Dreadwood. Basically, if we see them, if we encounter them, I need you to kill them and kill them fast. Can you do that?
Wait, what
Sounds
if they don't
fun.
attack us?
Maybe.
They will attack us.
When I heard goblin tribes, I spit on the ground.
Yep. I understand your feelings, good dwarf, but please clean up that mess.
Uses his foot to just wipe it.
He says, that was disgusting. But
Come on, Corellis, what were you raised in a cave?
if you're ready to sign the contracts,
A mine.
I can have them ready for you in a second.
Yeah.
Pretty standard stuff. You get danger pay if we do come under attack, if you go away or leave, if you... What's the word I'm looking for?
Abscond.
Abscond. Yes, if you abscond with
Fuck.
any of the goods and run away or steal or murder anybody in the caravan, of course all your accrued fees are nullified.
How would you know?
I'll know.
How would you know though?
That would be telling.
Yes, she wants you to tell her.
Well, I'm not.
Do we all have our own contracts?
But yes, they are.
Okay.
He's hauling out 6 sheets of paper, and he dips the quill pen in and hands it to the first of you and says, "Sign your name there if you can. Otherwise, just make a mark, and I'll write your name
But what
next to
about
it."
Bim?
I'm gonna start reading my contract.
Who's Bims?
And then I'll sort of use my bonus action to cast that breath weapon on Bims. Have him. Are we standing inside? Is there like a window?
We are
having
inside. Yeah, you could send Bims
Breathe
out the
fire
door,
outside and be like, "That's Bims."
and then he's gonna breathe fire.
How scary.
Into the air.
That tiny thing is so cute.
He says, "If that thing is coming along, you're responsible for it."
I'll just have Bims respond to him and say, "I don't need anyone to be responsible for me, thank you very much."
You see his eyes go wide as this voice says exactly that in his mind. And he says, well, yeah, okay, fine. Great. Well, just, you can sign on his behalf. And he points here, he just says, writes, and Bims next to your name. And, you see Bims, flutters over, lands on the desk, and, shoves his hand into the ink pot, and then puts his claw down on the parchment. Splat. And then proceeds to lick his hand. And he says,
Nice.
It tastes weird. And,
the gold that he's gonna get from this contract is gonna pay for his lodging. He has to earn his keep.
his food upkeep. Shame, Mickey is really tired.
I'm sorry.
So Ingo says to you, so if everything is signed, I don't think we have anything further to discuss. I will have the extra horse ready for you. We will meet at the God, I can't get the directions straight in my head. The eastern road out of town, heading out towards the cliffs in the morning, bright and early.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You receive your pay when we get to Seaton. Well, when you get to Seaton, I'm not going with. You'll need to speak to the caravan master.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Wasn't there someone else in Seaton that we had to talk to?
Maybe.
Well, to get the pay and so on.
In Seaton, from the payment. Oh yes, yeah. You would have to speak to his agent, basically. Yeah. So first of all, the caravan master is Jack Dye Gray, Jakdai, and Gray is just spelled normal Gray. The agent, I'll have to think of a name. Because I forgot about you meeting an agent there to actually collect your payment. I will give you a name. I'll roll one randomly and give it to you, okay?
There
I'll
shall
make
be
a note.
another Bob.
Another Bob. No, screw it. We'll call him Howard Stern.
Yes.
And
On his off time, he runs a speakeasy where he just talks through a wall to people.
yeah. And he says, if you do well with this contract, you will possibly receive additional contracts in the future. If you need it. If you like to work. Sometimes I need people to go on ships. Sometimes I need people to find things. Sometimes I need people to find people.
Speaking of finding things, have you heard of any fire elementals historically?
That's a really strange question.
Yeah, like why?
I love fire. What do you mean strange?
It just seems like an odd thing to bring up now.
Well, he said he's got mercenary work and potentially has quests every now and then, and thought that this would be a good time to ask because I like fire.
Okay, so do you want to befriend the fire elemental?
Yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool, actually.
Ingo
You don't
says,
have one of those at the party.
This sounds like a stupid idea, but
as so many things do.
Proficient in water.
Ingo says, I don't know of any fire elementals as such, but I'll keep my ear open.
Oh, please do. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Not a scholar.
Other thing I would have done is actually go check with Oceanus if he wants to join us on this mission.
Oh yeah, you might have actually wanted to do that before coming to sign the contracts.
Yeah.
Because he did express a wish to join you. And yeah, he would absolutely be up for it.
Okay.
He's just a bit worried that his appearance might draw attention. And the fact that he can't really speak any of the lingo.
Well, I'll just tell him you can always pretend you're a mute.
He says that will work.
And then we can just speak for you, all, like, in that sense.
What languages can he speak?
He speaks Elvish and he speaks Aquan.
I can translate for him.
But actually, I think it's better, especially since we're going to an area where potentially the sea princes are. Probably better that he doesn't draw too much attention to himself.
For interest sake.
Because wasn't he like originally captured? Oh no, it was just the bandits that captured him. It wasn't. Or was there a link to the sea princes? Can't remember.
You don't know if there was a link to the sea princes. All you know is that he was captured by
those bandits.
the former crew of the Sea Ghost.
Yeah. When
he snuck aboard their ship after he and his tribe spotted the ship stopping by an island quite regularly. What's hilarious is everybody on the stream is watching this Elvish script appear and say unknown, because Observer does not understand this language. But yeah, he didn't really have anything to do with the Sea Princes as such.
Okay.
But he is very eager to join you. He just says, if it isn't too much hassle, would it be possible to perhaps get him some sort of equipment?
Yeah, I think we could organize that.
Yeah, I've got like at least 3 maces and a sword.
I want to see what he's actually proficient with. Give me a second.
Wait, Beiro, since you won't be wearing armor anytime soon, well, soon again, do you want to give that mariner's armor to Giannis?
Well, I have studded leather armor or mariner's armor. Which would he prefer? I'll actually ask him in Aquan.
Oh, okay. And he will reply in Aquan that he does prefer leather armors.
Well, then I will hand him the studded leather armor.
And he is skilled with spears or tridents or the light crossbow.
I'm pretty sure we have a friend in town who can assist us in acquiring such items.
I'm actually fairly certain that in the party inventory there's a whole bunch of extra shit too. I mean, we've got the walking porcupine that is Cyan with all the weapons strapped to his backpack. It's like when you bend over, you have to be careful that you don't lean too far in any one direction.
So many weapons.
So yeah, I'm sure if you guys have like a spare light crossbow, and spear or trident or something.
You can always take mine because I barely use it.
Okay. Cool. So we will consider him well equipped. I mean, a spear does not cost a hell of a lot of money, or a trident.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to see how much a flippin' trident costs. That's only like 5 gold pieces. And yeah, if you give him the studded leather armor is 12 plus dex, eh? I'm trying to remember.
Studded leather, yeah, it's 12 plus dex.
Yeah, so then that will actually...
I have braces now, so...
That will actually boost his AC a little bit.
Yeah, so the braces counteracted that, so my armor class is still identical to what it was. It's beautiful.
Okay, cool. So Oceanus is well equipped, and actually, I didn't realize it. He's actually in the
in the party
on the tracker. Yeah, I should actually go and edit this here. Cool. And yeah, so you guys are ready. And
he'd probably need a horse as well.
Yeah, Ingo will then also provide him a horse, and of course he's also going to get his share of the bounty.
But he can share with Cyan. Cyan likes sharing.
Sharing.
I don't think I'd wish a 3-day trip on Oceanus sharing a horse with Cyan.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain that Ingo will insist that each of you have your own horses to ride on. No doubling up. I don't think that would be like inspire confidence in the merchants in this caravan. But yeah, so Ingo says to you, then I'll see you bright and early. I will see you off. I will not be traveling with you, as I said, but make a good name for yourself doing this, and we'll see what the future holds. Good day to you, sirs and madam.
Thank you, Ingo.
And dragon.
Alright, well,
Goodbye.
have a good one.
And I believe...
Tailor in town.
Eh?
They're a tailor in town.
Is there a tailor in town?
Mm.
Probably not a tailor as you would think of a tailor, but there's probably somebody who sells clothes in the general store, for example. Like old Winston, there we go. Eventually got the right name. Why?
Because I
You
need
actually-
select clothing.
Hey?
I need a selection of clothing.
A selection of clothing.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to find anything more than just common clothing, yeah.
Well, that's fine to start with.
I
But
bought some fine
I need
clothes.
to buy a couple.
Beiro Leclerc.
You bought the finer clothes in Burl.
Ah,
So, what was that, sorry, Neville? About an eclair? What?
No, I need to buy a couple of sets of clothes.
Okay.
Like Leclerc. The onion
like-
seller.
From hello. That's where it came from.
Yes.
Okay. So,
It's me, Leclerc.
it's me, Michelle. I have an important message, and I shall say this only once. Alright, so moving along. So yes, you can probably pick up some common things, nothing too fancy. If you want. You can add it to your inventory, common clothes. And you can give it a description of however you think you want it to look.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because
You
I'm going to use my various kits to make various sets of clothes.
Okay, cool. So you're making disguises, effectively.
Essentially, yes.
I'm going to say that is probably a pretty good spot to stop for the evening. And we will pick up next week again with you guys making the trip to Seaton. I don't know if there's any other little bit of business you want to take care of in town before the next day.
I
No.
think I've
Anybody?
covered most things.
If there is something, we can handle it at the beginning of next session.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much sorted.
Alright. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to say thank you to the people who also popped in to give us a listen and give us a watch. I know there's not an awful lot of stuff to see, except for some static maps at the moment, on Observer's side. But yeah, things will get more energetic as time goes by. We've actually had quite relaxing sessions the last few sessions. We're doing some downtime activities in town and that. Just as a reminder, I realized I did not mention it. Our sounds, of course, our sound effects and music is provided by Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound. And we are using Fantasy Grounds Unity, which has actually been released on Steam for early access as well. So please do go check it out if you like the program. It automates a bunch of stuff for you. And yeah, we've been using it for about 3 years now, and we love it. As you can see, everybody, well, obviously not everybody, but you can change your dice and all kinds of things. We'll do a whole session of videos as well for bringing those, like we just brought in the map now for the empty net. We're actually going to do some line of sight definitions for those as well to turn them into proper combat maps for Fantasy Grounds Unity, which is always a nice thing to do. What else have I forgotten to mention? Thank you very much to my players. I think we missed playing out last week thanks to ESCOM, the damn power company that just loves to screw with our D&D sessions. But yeah, be safe, everybody. And of course, check us out on all of our socials and things. You'll find the links on our Twitch channel and yeah, on our website, grinning-gargoyle.co.za. All the socials are there as well for Twitter, YouTube, you name it. These videos get uploaded. The podcast gets uploaded tomorrow. And hopefully our sound issues are sorted as well, so the podcast can actually be a proper podcast and not just Gordon speaking and summarizing crap. Alright, very good. Have a good evening, and thank you for watching.